Warning. The content in this podcast contains some explicit language which may be offensive to some listeners and may be inappropriate for children. Therefore, the content in this podcast is intended for a mature audience only.
So, when'd you fall in love with hip-hop?
Right here, what we're gonna do is go back.
Okay, so this is MochaTea, this is Capri,
This is Dante.
and I'm Mika.
I'm Darius.
And we have a couple guests with us today. We're on episode 27.
Yep, episode 27.
See, I can't keep up. I have to keep up because I have to type it in when I'm editing and all that other stuff. So I'll be trying to make sure I remember
Exactly.
which one we on so I don't get lost. So it's been an exciting day.
Yeah, most definitely.
Shit happens. So we haven't seen each other since last week.
We haven't.
That's not normal for us though.
It ain't.
That's weird that we feel like that.
It is definitely
last
weird.
Sunday. That's crazy.
And then we're all going out of town this week. We will all be gone next weekend.
We will.
So I'm going to talk them out of the house on Tuesday night because Wednesday I'm going to be on the plane, flying to Chicago,
And
kicking it.
We'll be
They
at
do,
ATL.
they do.
And they going to
We're going
ATL on Thursday. So
Nika is always traveling every
That's what
other
I'm
week.
trying to get this one to do.
Go.
Hey,
Go.
that's the life.
You gotta
Like,
go.
I'm
That's
tired
it.
of being in Oklahoma. This
Hey,
is
And
boring.
let me tell y'all, Allegiant, we're not flying Allegiant this time, but Allegiant Airlines is like super cheap. So you can go not anywhere, but like a few
Exactly. You
cool
can go
little
some
places for like $100, $150.
Yes.
Round trip.
Round trip.
So
That's
you have to book it like a week in advance.
but I'm
or-
going to need you to know.
No, you can book it the day if you want to.
But I need you to know that the planes with Allegiant is a little different.
They are.
Different as in what?
They are a little smaller and cheaper.
That's okay.
Yeah,
But it's
as
better
long
than
as-
Spirit.
They're about
y'all-
spirit. They're about spirit range.
They about look like Spirit. Hold on, I just want y'all to know before y'all get on there. You know,
It ain't
do a
luxury.
little-
Listen, it ain't luxury.
It's a
You got to,
point
sir.
A. It's a point A to point B plane.
It is.
Okay.
That's all I need. That's all-
Oh, bucket in the
to
sky.
A
We
bucket
got
in
that.
the
A bucket in
sky.
the sky.
It is a bucket
We
in
got
the
that.
sky. Hey.
Bucket in the sky.
We done got everywhere we needed to get on the
I mean, I didn't, hold on, look, I flew back Allegiant from Vegas for Nisha's wedding, but that's because when we went to go look for flights, like I got my flight to Vegas was much cheaper than my flight back. My flight back was like $400. I wasn't doing it. I was in a wedding in Vegas already, spent up a whole rack plus
Okay.
on somebody else's wedding, so I was like, I'm
I bet you
I'm gonna stay in an Airbnb.
$69
I'm gonna stay in an Airbnb and take my $60 flight back home. I will not spend all my money like that. I'm not doing it.
So
So
flights be about $60-some around way. One
trip.
Yeah, that's my
One
go-to
way.
airline.
It is.
I check.
That's the first
Allegiant.
place I check. I don't even check Southwest no more.
Me neither.
Well, I check Southwest, and
American Airlines, I
if
spent
it's
like
too expensive,
$249.79
You
for
shouldn't
just a
have.
one way.
Oh yeah,
one
Pennsylvania
way?
you would have had to.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much.
So were you on the Airbus with the TV?
No, child.
Okay.
they
They have nice.
I was in the lower class in the back in C section.
No, you know how
so-
American Airlines have the flights with the TV in every single seat.
Oh, yeah.
They even have plugs for you to
Where you
plug your
plug in your
charger.
phone, and they got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
The plane
you-
that I rode did
Nice.
not have no
Look
TV.
at him. He
I was
said,
on
I
the back.
They made me fly every time I flew in the Army. I flew Delta. Now, I can never pay Delta prices as a civilian.
I heard Delta was really nice though,
It's
and
real
and
nice.
they got
and
new,
even
new
they
planes.
like economy seats is like
real comfy.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You got
I was
space. You
bunched
got
up in my-
room.
You don't even need the
Delta.
pillow. The seat
Shut up.
Delta
head fold
is-
in so you can lay your head
That's
like
what's
this.
up.
Delta is
Delta.
not. That's why they're expensive because they treat you like.
Like that.
like that.
You don't spend it
Luxury.
for what you get.
Yeah, yeah.
Luxury.
I mean, so you know what? We're gonna keep going, keep climbing, and Delta gonna be nothing.
All right.
Totally. So I was listening to what Angela Yee's lip service, whatever. I was listening to their podcast or whatever, and they were talking about flying first class. And so sometimes I guess their significant other. So what do you do if your significant other is flying first class, buys the tickets, puts you in coach and fly, or puts you in economy and flies first class? Would you feel offended?
Yes.
Yeah.
I dragged that nigga right to the class. Real quick. Advice.
So what if they bought the tickets? They just only had one first class left, only had one economy. Let you sit first class. He sat economy.
That's different.
That's
It
different.
is pretty much.
Because you only got one seat, you
only
y'all have to go.
But what happens if this is what y'all do on a regular basis? You've always been in first class. And when he does fly, you fly first class. He already had his ticket for first class and invited you out later, but the only ticket he could get for you was
Oh,
economy.
that's different then.
Okay.
That's
Or he could trade me and let me sit in first class
Yeah.
and he sit back there in economy.
I mean, it's a flight. And if in first class on some planes ain't nothing but a flight, you just sit at the front.
Listen, I've never
Just a
booked
little more
first class.
comfortable.
Just a
I don't
little
get no
closer.
wine or nothing. I just
I mean, you know, it'd be different
But
if it's
listen,
like
they got big
international
seats.
first class.
They have big seats. They get blankets.
If it's international first class,
Ooh, that's nice.
that's one thing. You talking about
Is it?
international, like where they
Because
sit?
you like they, it's literally like a they
Bed,
give you
like
like a
almost,
bed
yeah.
basically. It's like, especially if you flying like to Korea or something, it's like a bed. It's like you really just lounging. It's a TV, and that's just on all like foreign flights. Foreigners treat Americans nice when they flying over because it's
Oh, that's
real.
what's up.
It's
Oh,
like
the
real.
bed.
I was
comfortable.
gonna say
It's
now,
like
if we
a
doing
bed.
international flight, but y'all talking about
So
American.
wait a minute. When are we going to Dubai then?
We gotta go.
Whenever we want to
Whenever
go,
we're
we can plan that out.
Dubai.
Dubai
Yes.
is nice.
Dubai is real nice.
And it's real, like they, like our, like Gucci and Prada and stuff in Dubai, that is like Tommy
Target.
Hilfiger.
You look like Target.
It's shit like Dubai, Singapore, all those kind of countries. They high-end stuff is dirt cheap.
See,
Like,
I need
because
to go.
Okay,
because
we gotta
the
go.
money economy
Exactly.
is
It's totally
different.
different.
It's,
Okay, so
they prices, it look
yeah.
high. But
Yeah.
in American dollars,
Mika,
it's like
take
$40.
advice.
Like,
I'm gonna go.
So when are we going?
Tell me.
Plan it out.
I'm
Plan
about
it
to get
out.
on the internet.
She'll be sending us messages,
Okay.
screenshots.
I've been wanting to go to Dubai though.
Me too.
It's real
Hey,
pretty.
international
It's
flights.
real.
Okay.
And it's like even though it's a third world country, like it's real peaceful there. Like the beach is beautiful. Like you can see
I heard
down.
the beach was
You
real
can
nice.
really
and
see
like the
down,
sand
and
is
you
real
can see the
shallow.
what's the things, fishes and stuff.
Yes.
Like you look down and you can. It's clear. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
wow.
Just like Jamaica. It's like beautiful.
International
He was in the
flights.
army, so he had,
Well, Dubai is one of the places that a lot of the army guys that are in the army go
they,
to.
that's a
Junebug
good
is always
vacation
talking
spot for the
about
army
going to
because Dubai with veterans and active military, the flight there is not that. They treat veterans and military good in Dubai and like anywhere they got ports or anything at, they treat American soldiers like we celebrities, and that was amazing.
So are you still in the military?
No, I'm a veteran. I fell off a tower and had a hand injury, but
Oh, bless
Jesus.
your heart.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah,
Okay.
every damn day, get your hand off the night.
all righty.
You got questions
So, a
for us?
couple questions, just to right now. So, first question: if your man was suspected of harassing a man or woman at work and got fired, would you stay with him?
Depends
Ask
on
me
the
that
type
question
of
again.
harassment, though.
Ask me that question again.
If your man or woman was suspected of harassing a woman or man at work and got fired, would you stay with him or her?
Is it sexual harassment?
Sexual harassment.
Oh, depending if how this is playing out. 'cause some
Depending on
people
the
be
love,
lying.
really. Because I'm tit for tat, I get even and we could be back together.
But what if he didn't do anything? What if you know that person's character, you know how they
But people
operate?
switch up, so you never know. Because
Yeah.
if one person's like kind of over the relationship, then to them it's like I'm trying to find somebody new. So when I break up,
But
And
the
some
thing is
people-
with sexual harassment at work, though, sexual harassment can be that I looked at you with elevate eyes. Because they know
It
when you
really
take
is.
Yeah,
when you
I know.
when you take that, because you have to do a code of business conduct at work.
Right.
So sexual harassment can be that I bought you a sausage and biscuit and put it on your desk and said good morning. They can take that as a sexual harassment. It depends on what
It
that
is.
sexual harassment is.
Or you could just brush up against them and they
Yes,
be like,
if you
"Oh,
brush-
he touched me
yes.
like this,"
Or
and I'm
even
like,
you
"I didn't
touch
even
their
think-"
shoulder like good morning. That could be considered sexual
The
harassment.
way the world is today, Mika, ain't nobody just gonna say that you sexually harassed.
They will.
Yes, they will.
This
They
one
will.
was for
They
people
will.
that be
They
just
will.
knocking it off the ballpark, that be claiming all the claims and be throwing themselves at people. And I mean, you may have somebody who may file sexual harassment. So say, for instance, we're at a company party. And we've been all at this company party. Everybody's been drinking. Everybody's been really friendly, whatever. If I feel uncomfortable in that setting at any point, now I might be flirty, or this may be something I do on a regular basis. I kind of flirt and smile and grin and then go on around you or whatever. But if you may take it that way or whatever, and if you come on to me any kind of way, I can then say that is sexual harassment. I can say
pretty much so.
I was uncomfortable in that situation.
But that's one of those things that's subjective. It's up to the person. You know, I might not feel like me doing this to you, touching you on your shoulder. I'm not harassing you, but you may feel like I am because I'm not supposed to be putting my hands on you.
Right.
So if that was me and my mate, and, you know, because they have to do their investigation, more than likely I would stay if I know that person's character. You know, some people are just naturally kind of flirty, but innocent.
You have to know your mate as well, too. Because if your mate ain't gave you no signs, whatever, and you have 100% trust in your mate, you know, bitches out here is lying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to break what you all have. So you can't necessarily say, I'm going to leave or I'm going to stay. You have to know your mate within the relationship.
Or it could be somebody at your job that wants your position.
Pretty much
and they're just
my
trying to set you up
right
to move you out the way so they can get your position. So you have to be careful.
Exactly.
So that just depends, I think, on the situation, because that's kind of.
Well, I think before, like, if he got fired, before like the whole situation, I wouldn't just be like, I'm done. Like after the investigation, but I feel like if you're in the right kind of relationship anyway, you and your significant other have talked about this. And if this is something or someone who's come up a couple of times, he done talked about how flirty she is or what she acts like or how she is or whatever, and then all of a sudden this comes up, then I would be like, we were probably going to get that anyway just because we know what this situation is.
Right.
Exactly.
And with us being African American, that changes the role too, because a lot of times people will peg you first, trust the other person over what you say 10 times more. I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were talking about white women and black women, and how white women are really flirty, and when a black man walks in the room, how she can be how she's like, what did he say? She marvels at a black man or whatever. But black women can't do that. Like, when we are in certain settings, we have to be professional. I can't be too flirty because I'm definitely going to get in trouble at some point. At some point, if somebody going to say something, especially if it makes you uncomfortable. It's not, Betty can be, she's just flirty. That's just Betty. And Betty can flirt with the entire Becky.
Becky.
I'm sorry.
Betty is a black woman.
Betty a black woman.
Yeah,
Betty old, too.
I'm sorry. Becky can flirt with the entire office.
Right.
Becky can get away with it for years.
That's true.
But if a black woman do it,
Shakita
listen,
Shakita walking out the door.
She thirsty.
Yeah.
Long as Shakita come in tights that accentuate her curves too much.
Exactly.
Even if she don't talk to nobody.
Right.
Yes.
One thing I can say about
in the workplace is how y'all dress. Y'all can't.
Exactly.
A white woman can wear a pencil skirt, and it's that's cute on you, girl. But if it's a black woman, her butt showing too much and all that.
It's too tight.
But a white woman can wear it the exact same way, and it's like, okay, that's
they wear bodycon dresses.
They do have
to
a
work
belly
every
shirt
day.
to be okay. But if a black woman wear a belly shirt, she a hoe. She out here doing the most. But a white woman wear a halter top. It's like, that's cute. Like, nah.
Yeah. So Becky can walk around the office doing all that. We can't walk around the office doing all that. Even if I think you cute, I have a glance.
You think it's about intimidation? I think black women, like, when they step in a room, it's like they presence show. You know what I'm saying? So
your presence may show also because a lot of times, depending on the room she walks into, she's the only one walking in.
What do that mean? You got to break
The
it down.
only black
She the only
woman.
black woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
With her head held high.
In corporate America.
In court, she's
Exactly.
worked hard to get here, so she has a different persona and confidence about herself. When she walks into the room, she already captivates any room she walks into anyway.
And they
So
take that.
that's
They
why I
take
go
that
exactly.
intimidation.
That's
Yeah.
why I say intimidation. You know what I'm saying? So
Especially if a black woman's doing all the right things to get promoted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
they looking
They
for
hate
one
that
thing.
more.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
hate that more
Uh-huh.
than
Yes.
a black woman that sneaks her way to the top then actually gain her way, because they
Right.
gonna try to knock the one that's gaining her way because
You heard me?
she a threat.
Yeah.
Because a black woman is a threat regardless.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
for real.
Because
They're
black
strong.
women are strong and demanding, and when they want some business done,
They get it done.
They get it done.
Yes.
Okay.
That, you
Not
can't
grown
find
up
And
that.
they not have to
pushovers now.
and 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna have to sleep
Sleep
to the
to
top.
get to the top. 'Cause
And,
that's-
and
black
so
women
she
are
truly
smart.
knows, the
For real,
crazy part is
serious
she
stuff,
truly
especially when it
knows
comes to
what
that
she's
bag.
doing. Yeah, she knows exactly what she's
Exactly.
doing. She's intimidating, so she can come in and take your job quicker than the white Becky that been running around. Although they'll give it to Becky, the black woman actually is more qualified.
Where's
for the
that?
job.
Where's
See,
that? You know what I'm
and
saying?
even the white men are very intimidated by the strong
They
black
are.
women in corporate America.
You sure right about
because
that.
it's like, damn, this. First of all, they don't believe women should be up that high anyway.
They don't
Right.
think
And then
black
on top
people
of
should have
that,
education.
a black woman is higher than me. They hate that.
And they don't like
hate
to
that the
listen to
most.
them. They don't want to take.
No,
They don't
want
wanna take no
They ain't taking
advice.
no orders or nothing. You hear me?
they don't give you all the ring around before they get the job done. 'Cause they the order.
And I told you that 3 days ago. That's what you should do. You know, figure that out, Tom.
That way.
Okay, figure that out.
Yeah. So on that one, that's why I said I think it varies depending on the situation. And for me, it would definitely vary depending on the situation. And if it was Becky who already knew wanted my man, who came up to us when we was at the company party, was like, "Oh,
You heard me?
so this is your husband."
Yeah,
I might be real
I'm glad he's not
questionable.
in
Right.
corporate America. I'm not that professional. Hey, Becky. Get out of here. Go about your business.
Move, Becky.
Right.
Go about your business.
So second
Sorry.
question: what's the sexiest text you've ever sent?
Ooh, a lot. I mean,
You know.
Any news?
Let me tell y'all this one time. Y'all was so funny. Girl, I sent this text message trying to be all sexy, right? And this is when Facebook first came out. And I didn't really know Facebook.
Did you post it on?
Listen, yes, listen to this. Well, do you remember this, Dante?
Yeah.
So I'm calling myself trying to send a little sexy picture. And it was of my
Vagina. Oh.
but I some kind of way posted it to Facebook.
oh my God.
Erica gets a call and say, "Why is Mika's cookie?" And she calls me like, "Mika, what?" I'm like, "Oh my God!" I'm crying and everything. I was crying. I'm like, "Oh my God!" I had probably been on Facebook maybe a week. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know how to delete it. We calling people. I think Shonda might have helped us to get it off. Like, told me what to do. Girl, I was like, oh my God.
Embarrassed.
I was so embarrassed, y'all.
Oh.
It was, yeah. So, yeah. You know, of course, those sexy pictures that you seem to, try to get out there.
That's why you need to check
That's
the
why.
source. Let me make sure.
I'm sure I'm sending it to the right
Hold on, look,
person.
check, recheck. You gotta check numbers.
Very
gotta
After
check
you
names.
send it, like, oh, I sent the shit on
It was
For
real.
real, though.
I was so, but I don't think nobody seen it. I think thank God she was on there when it was sent, because she called immediately. It was like, girl, yeah.
If somebody else seen it, they just seen it. I mean, that might be, hold on, Mika, that might be why you
Why
get so
get
many. You get so many offers. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, because the other crazy part is y'all realize that when you post something on Instagram or Facebook, you go to take it off. People screenshot.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
yes, they
So
do.
if I didn't screenshot it, you can imagine how many other people
Girl, then
get it.
screenshot.
But it's in the timeline, like 10 minutes after it's deleted. I
Yeah,
believe
it
it is.
is.
It don't just delete out the timeline. It's like a process.
I did not know that. So it takes about 10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
It don't automatically go off.
It don't automatically go away.
So,
and then you gotta remember that if people and so if I haven't refreshed my timeline and it came up on my timeline, it's there till I refresh.
So I can go up and down and see it still.
Okay.
We
got it off. We got it off.
Refresh it.
Let me tell you what he did. He was there was like
screenshot.
Save that one.
We do our phone. Girl, but we got it off within like less than 5 minutes, but it was embarrassing.
So what's the sexiest text you done sent?
I don't know, really. I sent a lot.
I said sexiest.
Sexiest, I said. It was actually a video on Snapchat, and it was to t-shirt and my panties on. I just had my shirt. I had a wife beater and some American Eagle boxes on there. Real short.
I want to see that tag.
You started doing your own thing that time.
So you missed that one. Your bad.
You missed that one. That was your bad.
See if you sleep on it.
Yeah,
miss out.
I'ma remember.
Hey, hold on. That's what you said. This is what you do with that. So you remember this? Down and slide me one. Just not on Snapchat.
People should watch what they send because that's how that girl and me and Post got
That's
done
what I was
too.
about to say.
On Facebook, that's how we seen all them people's.
Wang.
Hold on, what?
There you go.
Yeah, it was an
Oklahoma had an
exposure
exposure thing with men and women, like women that was sending
Well, you got to be careful who you send your stuff to.
Yeah, you
can't.
do.
First of all,
you can't be sending it.
Let me say this: if you are a thought even
/hoe
/hoe, you thought all over Oklahoma City, and about 15 girls got your dick pic. You deserve to be on DHS on Oklahoma.
Pretty much.
Because one of them dudes, he'd have been exposed twice.
Right.
So that means you out here just
randomly sending folks your dick pic.
Yes. But if a person is randomly sending their private parts, that means that they are very sexually active, meaning that they have multiple partners. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't care if they was put on blast because it needed to be done. Be aware.
Right.
True.
Yeah,
that's
right.
If you don't care about yourself and your body parts, then who else is? I mean, come on.
And see, men that randomly send dick pics that I ain't asked for.
That's annoying.
Yeah,
not annoying. It's a turn off.
It's annoying to me.
It's a turn off.
Do y'all get them too?
Yeah, I'll be like,
I'll be damned if I see a damn picture on his phone. We gonna have a problem.
No, I'm
But it ain't my fault.
People send them to you.
Now videos, yeah, but not pictures.
See,
People
that's
ain't
worse
never
though.
seen it,
A video is worse than a picture.
So
It ain't the video of them. It's a video like a sexual video.
Oh, so nobody sent you a video?
You've never got no video of themselves? Really?
Somebody I was talking to a trick or something.
You ain't never got no random. I blocked everybody because I knew you was coming back, so I was like, I ain't got time for your crazy ass to be doing.
Which I can respect, honestly.
You have to respect honesty.
Seriously though, like a person that hides something, I can't trust them. You know what I'm saying? A person that's honest, I can trust. I can leave, don't have to worry about you. You know what I'm saying? But if I gotta keep my eye open, you know, I don't want to be in that relationship.
My biggest thing on lying, I'm a bad liar. I learned that early on in life. I can't keep up with lies. I mess around and be like, I tell a whole nother lie.
You are a retired hoe, just say.
I'm a retired hoe. And I was bad. And I was bad at lying.
It ain't nothing wrong with it.
I was bad at lying. So when I decided to be in relationships, I was like, I'm going to tell the truth because I'm bad at lying, so you going to know eventually.
Right.
So why hide it? Like, I'm going to just...
And that is what I respect. You know what I'm saying?
If I feel some type of way, I'm going to let you know. It might not be the tone that you want it, but I'm going to let you know so you know. There won't be no confusion. He asked me questions, I'll be like, do you sure you want the answer to it?
Exactly.
Because... I'm going to tell you the truth regardless, whether it's going to hurt your feelings or not.
Right.
Because
that's what's up, though.
That's based on communication. You know what I'm saying? What I had talked to you about in Grandma's house.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's talk about the conversation then. And brings it up. Let's go ahead and get into the... Should we
introduce? What's today's topic?
So today's topic is, so we say...
Down low
brothers.
Men. As well as just down low men can be brothers, white, orange, green, purple,
you right
pink.
about that.
Just download me.
Download me.
And domestic abuse within those relationships.
Okay.
Or within homosexual,
same-sex relationships.
Babe, I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay, but
no,
I'm just say
listen,
this.
no,
Let me say
we
this.
ain't gonna bring up the
You only
name.
gotta hit me but once. And I'm
Okay.
2 fingers. Like, I don't play. Hitting me, well, you can yell at me all day. But that one hit,
What if you actually love the person and
no.
you cause the
If you hit
argument?
me, you showing me that you don't love me. Arguing, we can argue all day, fight all day. But as soon as that hand hit anywhere on his body,
What if a person have a temper problem?
I don't care if you got a mental problem.
So, hold on. So you're not going to work through it if
You gonna have to give me a week or so. You can't just be, baby, I'm sorry.
So
Give
you
me
are
some
willing
time.
to forgive and not forget because you ain't supposed
I
to.
ain't gonna ever forget because it.
So,
So you can't hit me. At this point in my life, I'm
At
with
this
him.
point.
Now, when I was younger, I was in a domestically abusive relationship, and that's being younger. And let me give you a chance to figure this out.
Right.
And
Exactly.
we had a child together, so let me try to stay together for that. But
It's just not
right
enough.
now, not right now.
I'm with you. I have too much going on.
Right now,
for you to be slapping around on
if
me.
you haul off and hit me,
Slapping around.
if you haul off and hit me, I'm gonna lose my mind at that moment. Yeah, you ain't gonna You lost your mind.
But I know your
But-
family now, so I would call somebody.
Okay.
Get this crazy boy because
Hold on.
Now, ain't no come get you. I'm gonna make sure I got you, and whatever the hell was close
They
to
need
me
to come
gonna
pick
get
you
you
up.
too. And some they might need to come get you off that floor because at the end of the day, like I can't. That you're not. I feel like you have to. If you got those kind of issues at this point in my life, you need to work through that without me. Because that's something that you
seriously.
clearly, if you cannot, if by the time you hit the age of 30, you ain't
Knocking
learned
on
how to keep your hands to yourself.
Exactly.
That's a lesson we start
But
teaching you
people-
at 5.
For real.
they should have taken 30
You
years.
know,
Like,
it takes 25 years
But people
to figure
seem
that
to
out.
think it's different though between same-sex relationships since it's the same sex being involved.
It
You know,
ain't.
It ain't
It's
because
worse a little bit.
in same-sex relationships, it's always, no matter what, it's going to be a man dominant in a relationship, and it's going to be one that takes the more submissive role.
Yeah.
So you already
What
know.
role do you play?
I play the submissive role. I know
Okay.
that. Because, but I'm also crazy as hell. You're not gonna touch this one. You're not gonna flirt with this one. 'Cause I'm gonna beat your ass. Simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I can't-
it's always gonna be
It's
I guess
always gonna be.
I mean, but
Even
just
with
because I'm
lesbian
submissive
couples.
don't mean I'm a punch.
Hey,
Period.
point blank.
And like I said earlier, I never even thought that, two men would have a domestic violence relationship.
that's
I
So
never-
help us
They
understand your
do.
situation. Tell us a little about it.
Okay,
Because it ain't happening.
how it first started off or whatever, it was me meeting someone on Facebook or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we started chatting or whatever for like a couple months, and he was like in such hurries for me to move down there. And I can give people advice on the people you meet on Facebook. Don't be in such a rush just to meet them because you feel alone, because you feel like there's no one to hold you at night. Get to know them as a person. That was my first strike that I realized now. So I moved to Pittsburgh or whatever. This dude was DL, you know what I'm saying? But certain people say that they DL, but they really ain't DL. They say that they DL just to creep. You know what I'm saying? I gotta leave you here. While I go to my mama house. You gotta stay on the corner while I go here. It was days where his family would come and I will just be sitting in a basement. I never told you, cousin, because, I had to figure this out on my own.
Okay.
So it was certain days where I would just sit in the basement while his family was upstairs.
So, question, because I know that we're on the domestically violent portion
Yes.
of it, but define what DL is, because I think a lot of people take DL and think it's somebody who is
DL is
heterosexual
download sexually, download as in keeping my secret, download as in I don't want nobody in my business, numerous of things.
But are they messing with women also?
Some are.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot
Most of them is.
Okay.
Majority
Most of
of
them
them are.
is.
And then a lot of the girls are very oblivious to it.
Accepting.
A lot of more are accepting, but in Oklahoma, a lot of the girls are oblivious.
So do y'all know a lot of down low people in Oklahoma?
Yes, I do.
No names, just asking.
Yes,
I'm just
I
a
do.
question, just yes or no. There
Yes,
is
I
a lot
do.
of people that you wouldn't think that would be down low.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
it's
A lot.
ones that you as hood as you would never.
Let me
think
give
out
you
of.
a sign that you will look for, characteristics. I gotta go. If you spending more times with your homies that you are with me, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm supposed to be your lover. I mean, I don't care. We need our space because I get tired of being up under a nigga all goddamn day. Go on.
Right.
Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? But if you trying to find ways to get out and you use your homies as a cover-up, either you are cheating with another woman or there's a sign that you are DL. In my instant, the person that I was with in Pittsburgh or whatever had baby mamas and all of that stuff or whatever, and it took me getting tired of being tired. You know what I'm saying? The domestics, the hiding, you know what I'm saying? When his family came around, just
So
a
what do
whole
you
bunch
mean
of
about
stuff.
the basement? You were in the basement.
The basement, we stayed in a 2-story house or whatever, and when his family would come or whatever, and his baby mama, I have to go in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody go come in no goddamn basement. I'ma just sit down there and watch TV while he's up there. And me, as I look back, like, I was a stupid ass. I'd be damn if I'm hiding. If this is the person that you say that love me, I'd be damn if I'm hiding. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can understand if you are DL trying to find ways to be yourself, be comfortable within your skin, taking steps, but just to hide me like a caged animal or you are ashamed of me, no.
So it was something that was done often? Like they never knew about you?
The first, you know, Mika, the first couple months, the first 3 or 4 months this was going on or whatever, and during the summertime, I would like have to walk around a block sweating, you know what I'm saying, like for like an hour or two at a time. When you love somebody and it's your first relationship, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I understand.
I come from a family like we don't just say, I'm in this relationship. I ain't that type of nigga any damn way, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm in a relationship and I say that I'm in a relationship, it means a lot. And my heart is involved. So you try to find ways to understand your mate or compromise with your mate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No matter if it's domestics, no matter if it's him cheating, none of that. You know what I'm saying? When you love them, you try to it's a reason why this person is like this. So I found myself feeling sorry for him. Oh, I'm going to try to change him. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to do this. When you are tired, over the years, enough is enough. It's enough.
So what was your breaking point? My
breaking point was the last conversation that I remember we had. I was talking to this one on the phone. Like, we had so many breakups, and it shouldn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I came back from Pittsburgh or whatever, 6 months ago or whatever, when I had my apartment.
Yeah,
on Isabella.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah.
Okay, 6 months ago or whatever, I left in the middle of the night, how I did this last time or whatever, because he put his goddamn hands on me. And I was in an apartment or whatever, no water, no gas, no heat, whatever. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, I didn't give a damn as long as I was away from him. But my breaking point was he wasn't trying to change. Wasn't trying to change. Like, us as mates, we give signs and signals, you know. Even if it's in a heated argument, the truth will come out. You need to change this up. I'm tired of this. Take heed to it. You know what I'm saying? If I try to communicate with you and talk about my problem, and you ain't trying to fix the problem, and you say you love me, so you feel like I'm weak at this point. That I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I packed up my shit and I left.
So did he put his hands on you a lot?
When he was in the wrong, yeah. Yeah. breaking shit in the house. Yeah, like all of that. That's unnecessary drama that I need. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like.
So was it used as a way to like?
To stop the conversation. You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all have been through it.
Over the top.
Younger. Oh,
well,
you
sometimes,
tripping.
Sometimes, like, when you in a domestic and you know you right, because with my ex prior to him, I was more of the kind of abuser. Because... Really? Yeah,
He have a temper problem.
He look like he got a
Yeah, this bitch.
I don't need
I'm more of an emotional person. And I can only take so much emotionally before I get angry. Okay. And if I keep telling you something over and over and over again, I get annoyed. And like, if I keep telling you, this bothers me. And it's just like, you're not listening.
Like
I'm going to have to show you how to freaking listen.
To me, it's like
I'm going to have to slam you listener.
Yeah. Right.
If I love somebody enough or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We are a team as one. I'm going to protect you, provide, help you out in any situation. Haven't I not done that in the past?
You have.
Okay, so it's going to show. And if my mate say, hey, yo, babe, I have a problem with this, or, oh, babe, I have a problem with this, if I'm not trying to change that problem, then I don't love you enough for you to stay. So you are going to venture out and find love elsewhere. You know what I'm talking about? And then people wonder why, oh, he's cheating. Oh, well, this and that. Oh, well, this and that. That's your problem. Deal with it. I warned you about it. You know what I'm saying? So you can say whatever you want to say.
Why not just leave, though?
Because it's kind of like when you have love for the person or whatever, you can't just you gotta wing yourself.
You can leave somebody.
Mika, no, you can't. You have to wean yourself off this person until it take just that one good time. It's gonna have to take one good time, not just a little bit. It's gonna.
The thing with people like that though is that they abuse you, but then I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Exactly.
And they act like they're going through all this stuff, and they want you to understand, and then you like, okay, well, let me try to understand where you coming from and why you feel that way. And you try to be there for them, and they do it again, and then eventually you like, okay, this is just who this person is. They're not gonna change.
Exactly.
But once you keep going through that, eventually you're getting. I mean, each time you're getting closer and closer to your breaking point. But I can understand the first time it is probably kind of hard.
The love just died down after a while.
Because you tired of going through the shit.
Exactly. Like it was points, babe.
I don't care.
Okay. It was okay.
If I don't, long as I don't hear the name.
Okay. It would come to a point in time where like when it was sex time, it was like in my head like oh my God. But I would actually go upstairs and get on my phone and get on Pornhub. Like, all right, babe, come on, If you don't sexually, that's when you know it's over. You know what I'm saying?
About other people when I'm bored with sex.
That's when, that's what happened in his ex.
Women go through the same thing.
But still.
Women go through the same thing.
Yeah. You gotta hope you don't accidentally say the name. But
still.
If I
gotta have sex, it's
stop,
just like,
because that's the problem. If we get to the point where I gotta make myself have sex with you,
that's when you know it's over.
I ain't know, because I'm not going to.
Because I don't have to worry about.
I'm not gonna make myself do it.
But no,
that's
you
the
do
thing.
though. Because in marriage, you make yourself have sex.
Okay, well that's the problem. See, I clearly ain't got that far.
Because I didn't make myself have sex.
I ain't got that far.
Where's the restroom if y'all don't mind?
This way to the right.
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't never made myself, so clearly I ain't got that far.
You had to, right?
To the right.
You have had to. During marriage, you have to.
Because it is times where they get on your nerves and you're not really feeling them at that time, but they want some. You like, to the right. Sorry, y'all.
That's true, though.
Well, I'm going to have to work on that, because clearly.
That's true.
Because I'll leave. If I get to that point, I'm done. I don't want to do
even when I love you, like, I'd be like, I just want to lay here. But I know you horny right now. And you ain't going to stop bugging me. Until you get
you get to that point. Even in relationships, you get to a point once you've been together for so long. Every single time you telling me that you have wanted to have sex when you had sex.
Yes.
Every single time.
Mick, I like sex.
I like sex too. I like sex too, but
I mean, I've never. But that's the thing. Sex. Like, I don't know that I've never had sex in a space where I just didn't want to have sex.
Oh, I have.
Well, you'll get there.
That's what I said. Clearly, I haven't been around long enough.
And then she gonna be texting us. I see what y'all talking
about. Because sometimes you just turn over and you toot it up and you just go with it. Like, come on, get it. Like, when you go to bed.
But love shouldn't have to. I mean,
why would you want to be? I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but listen.
I mean, I get that you have to do it, like in marriages and stuff, because I mean, I could imagine being with somebody for 20 years and some point in that you don't want to do it.
But he's talking about like in a where you just unhappy, like
miserable, just not turned on.
You don't really know how to leave. You can't really leave yet, but you still kind of gotta like try to make them happy and please them.
So maybe because
I felt petty for him already.
Yeah, maybe because I'm so spontaneous already in personality. When I'm ready to leave, I leave.
Yeah, but you are a lot older than me. I'm 28. You what, 30 what?
I'm 36. But even when I was in my 20s, when I was in my 20s, when we lived in Missouri, I left a whole apartment. I was ready to go. Girl, I left a whole apartment.
In your name?
Yes.
I know how you feel. I will leave. It could be in my name. If I'm tired,
I got to go. I stayed in Oklahoma and paid rent.
Yeah, but it's different situations though too. Like me personally, like. I come from like broken, well, not necessarily a broken home, but you know, when you have, or when you raise up in a home and then you see parents or jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, us as kids, we see that. Don't forget, you know, we are kids. That's when we all soak in stuff when we kids. So when you bring different people around or whatever, so I got to a point in my life where like, okay, if I say I'm in a relationship or I say I'm in love, I'm going to try to work through it. I'm not going to just hop it up. I love you this day, but don't love you that day. Through the flaws, through the cheating, through the mistakes, through all of that. You know what I'm saying? So this goes to my cousin. Like, she was married or whatever, and I don't know. Like, I feel like you should work through your marriage. Now, marriage is a full life commitment. Relationship could be short term or it could be long term. You know what I'm saying? So if I marry somebody and if we have problems or whatever, I expect us to work it out.
But I can't work out cheating.
Or domestic violence.
I can't work that out.
That's something totally different.
If you put your hands on me first, bitch, I'm going to heal you up.
But I will understand that because I put my hands on you first. But you get mad and then you just... Cause you mad, you gonna swing like that's not cool.
Yeah,
so you've never been nobody. Cause you said you play more of the submissive role. So have you ever been
more dominant? Oh, it started my last relationship. I started off submissive, but when you have no motivation, you don't have nothing. You're going to be a bitch at that point. You're a bitch. Because if I have to pay all the bills, and if I gotta put the food in the house, I gotta pay the bills, everything's on me and you ain't doing shit, you're no longer my nigga. You're my bitch.
and that is a turnoff.
And that would make me emotionally detached from you because you don't got no drive.
So y'all go through the same things that we go through.
Pretty much. Like the submissive one is mostly like a woman. Okay. And for me, I raised around all women.
Got you.
I got 4 sisters. I'm the only child with my mama. I was raised around women. So I know how women think. I know how it is to be submissive, but I have a strong mama. She went through a lot of dudes, but it made her stronger each time. So I learned from her. I'm not going to be dumb. You hit me? Oh, no. That's a sign because you're going to hit me again. And you're going to feel like it's okay to hit me.
Exactly. Meaning if you forgive a person and make it easy for them to come back, they're going to think that it's okay.
I'll call your family. Hey, come get him. Because I'm not fit to deal with this shit.
You say you'll call your family?
I'm close to his family. So I'm a...
We ain't talking about me, though. We talking about,
I'm saying
in general.
We together, so I'm saying you because we together. But I'm just saying in general, like, I'm not dealing with that. I see my mama go through that. I'm not fit to play with them games. I see where it led her. Depressed and lonely. I'm not fit. You not making me happy. You feel like you gotta do all of this. Find somebody else you can beat on because I'm not a punching bag. Period.
Pretty much.
So I have a question. So you said about the signs about down low men. You said if they're around their homeboys. So what if they don't have a lot of friends? What's another sign that I want to look for?
Another sign that you can see is what we were talking about in the car about your ex nigga texting somebody right before you went to work.
Yeah, they'll do that. Like if you notice your nigga is asking,
babe, hold on, I'm gonna put you on hold. Get them a iPhone. You know, get them an iPhone and go through their apps or the app store. They got a recently purchased or whatever, and that's how down low men meet other down low men through apps.
What?
Apps.
That's the
Meaning
name of it?
Dating apps, girl.
Oh, dating apps. Okay. Okay.
Apps. So you go to the recently purchased apps or whatever, and if they have a text now app, re-download that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you can, like it just, I don't know. Like I see the signs.
They got a text-free app. They texting other people and they deleting the text-free app every time they come home because they know that
they got something.
Or if your nigga is asking the nigga to always come smoke, bro. Come smoke, bro.
When you fit to leave work or something, or hustling, if they say, "Oh, bro, we trying to meet up" or something like that, nigga, you have to.
Do y'all know they down low though initially or no?
No, not initially, but you just watch. You'll notice.
It's just how they.
You'll know if you
characteristics.
start noticing, like, dang, they real close. Like if they on the couch and your nigga and his homeboy always sitting right here, and it's a whole lot of space.
And they be throwing signs with the eyes too. Like, you know, I don't give a fuck if they I'll fuck some masculine ass niggas. You know what I'm?
Are you serious?
Mika, you know I'm raw in some masculine ass niggas from sets. You know what I'm saying? Dang. I have been in and out the penitentiary, so yeah, like they the ones be taking more dick than me. You know, so so you have to.
That's
yeah.
It be the hoodest ones be the one who be wanting to take pipe, and I'd be like, yeah, I was attracted to you because you was hood, but you want my dick.
Exactly.
I didn't want that.
So y'all not getting it? Y'all giving it?
I take it.
He take it.
I take it. Like
You don't take it?
Nuh-uh. But if he ever like wanted it, I wouldn't care.
So listen, but the hood, I'm talking about the hood dudes though. You saying
the hood dudes ain't giving it?
Most of the time
they
want
taking it. Yeah.
They want it.
Oh, y'all is playing.
I figured it was the other way that they were.
I don't give a fuck how they act. I don't care how they act.
It be the most ones.
Because the ones that's been married for years and years, y'all be thinking they cheating with women. They really be getting fucked. That's what I'm saying. I have sat on people's couches.
You can it be like a normal dick, but
go to their
ass is open. If you can
put your finger back
in there.
First of all, that's my issue. If I can put my finger in your ass, we ain't doing this no more. So if my finger can come anywhere close to your ass, we're not doing it.
A straight man ain't gonna let you.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna let you nowhere close to that.
For real.
So if my finger and your ass can connect, I'm good.
For real.
Yeah, some dudes don't like that. They don't even want you to play with
They
that.
don't even want you to know we're
all
close.
dudes that I'm.
But no, hold on. Listen to me. I would not me come across because they was gay, of course, but it's some men that have fetishes. They're not gay. You know what I'm saying? If they come to their wife or their spouse and say, look, listen to me. I know what you like and I know what turns you off, but listen to me. This is to America. If they say, babe, hey, yo, I'm trying to try something new, you know, I need my ass licked or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me, Mika. Would you rather for them to come to you or them seek it elsewhere? Answer that question.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel. You know what? This is gonna be one of them. I'm gonna be sitting there just like this.
I mean,
because my mouth,
baby, I can get some water and I can just.
I'm gonna put my finger there.
I can't do that
because see, this is my issue.
Because
I have came across people that say I have turned to dudes
because of one baby.
Exactly, which they really don't be.
Because I'm probably gonna tell him you probably need to go find you a man. Because honey, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's not.
What if you are happy in your marriage and he just pop up and say,
but before we get to that point, I'm gonna bend and try to stick that finger
no. I said.
You don't ever try this. Make sure you don't, girl. Why? I need to make sure you don't even want it down there.
I didn't touch this. I didn't touch this button. He'd be like, "Go on." That's all I need to know. Even if I didn't get this, and he say, "Go on."
Yeah. If we ever get in that position and I slide and you, that's what I need. You ain't never gonna think about the other direction. I'm good.
Certain women is attracted to certain things. Like in my situation in Pittsburgh or whatever, like she knew about me. Like she dropped the kids off to me at times. Yes.
Hold on, you watch the kids?
You playing stepdad?
Yes.
I don't play that role.
So, but she,
I don't care.
But did she know though?
I don't.
And she knew like his family. And she knew first because I called the bitch, but
did you tell her that y'all was?
Told her.
Huh?
Did you tell her y'all was intimate?
Not offhand, but when I called her or whatever, like I was asking them, is he over there? You know what I'm saying? And she said yes, and I just hung up. It wasn't no.
I mean, if a man calls me and asks if my man is over here, I know.
But I really didn't care if he had.
I mean, I get that part, but if another man,
for real, another man and then hang up
and says, "Is he over there?"
So live and learn. Live and learn. That is what I did. Yeah.
So why didn't you care if he had another woman though?
Because I prefer, just how I told I prefer for a person to be honest off top, so I know what I'm getting. Give me a choice to accept it or not. Right. Don't let me file for you and then you turn into this person, or then I'm gonna have to cut you and be on the first 48.
I told you straight up, I don't share shit.
Well, so do you mess with women?
No.
Oh, I used to. I had too many scares, so I was like, fuck that.
Scares like what?
Babies.
He was like, I didn't pull out.
But did they know that you were?
When I didn't start telling girls until I was in high school. Like when I got to like my junior year in high school,
he was one of the DLs too.
I was a DL for a month from 6th grade.
Why though?
Because I come from a very religious family.
I did too.
So I was like, I don't want to put that embarrassment on my family.
So did you play the masculine role? Did you change it up and be something that you wasn't?
No, I was still me. Like my family basically knew.
Okay.
Because they knew. So when he came out, they was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, like I've been knowing. I've been waiting on you.
It was just like we was just waiting for you to tell me, basically. Yeah. But for a long time, I felt like I had to hide. My junior year in high school, I was just like, I got tired of hiding stuff. That's when I stopped lying because I was like, I got to a point where I was too old to be trying to hide it from my mom, sneaking people in the house and stuff. Come through this front door, because this is doing too much for me.
Okay.
I'm a very lazy
But
person.
you just, the whole reason for you being down low was just because of what your family, what they thought.
What he thought they
If I came from like a regular
people
like a not religious family, I would have probably came out a long time ago.
Or what he thought they was going to think.
That is most people.
Because like after I told, because my biggest fear was my grandma. My grandma was like my best. Yeah, that's my best friend through it all. And I was like, I'm not telling her. Like, I'm not telling her. Like because I didn't get in relationships to my last relationship. He's my second actual, like, real life. I care about you.
Feelings is mutual, bitch.
Just know, I'm not the one or the two. You like I said, you only got to hit me but once, Ike, and I'm too.
Yeah, it wasn't me doing a domestic though.
But I know how to talk to you without having to yell at you.
Exactly.
It's only when I have to repeat myself several times where I'm gonna get 0 to 100, like
real quick.
He know that.
But
quick.
So was your mom accepting your grandma? You said you were scared to say grandma.
Moms know though, so
she know. Yeah, she don't care, but I'm her only. Mm-hmm. So she's
her only son,
only child.
I'm the only one she could have kept enough to term.
Got you.
So when it comes to me, she don't just accept whoever I'm with. she gonna have to do her investigations. She gonna get to know you. She ain't gonna like him off that.
And it sounded like you was in the military, so...
In the military now.
In the military, it's a lot of people.
A lot of down low men?
Yeah. Like, just imagine if you was a man.
They would... I had a man when I was in New York. I didn't know he was married at first because marriage in the Army is a whole... You can go to jail for that, for adultery in the Army. So... He would come and we stayed in like little dorms. The single soldiers stayed in like little dorms. He would come every morning. We'll do our thing after PT, then go to work or whatever. And then one day, he had took a shower, and I had went in there to brush my teeth, and I saw the fucking wedding ring, and I was like, "You married?" He was like, "Yeah, to Captain so and so." A captain? I was like, "Oh,
in the military?"
Yes. And I was like, and I can get knocked down my rank. I can get knocked down my pay. I can get kicked out the Army just because I will be looked bad at. Not him. He's going to be looked at like, oh, you fell into the trap type of thing. In the Army, even though it's no more don't ask, don't tell, it's basically still don't ask. They're more accepting like the marriages and stuff, but they more harder on the lesbian chicks. Oh, what's up, bro? Cool. But the gay dudes, they push you to your limit mentally. Cause they gonna mess with you. And luckily my first sergeant was cool, cause he was from Oklahoma and he went to Millwood.
Oh wow.
So, and we favored a lot, like features and stuff. So he was like, if anybody mess with you, come to me. Cause he was like, what school? I went to Douglas. He was like, I don't need you fighting in this Army. Cause it was a couple times. It was a corporal who thought my sergeant had told him, which is a corporal is a non-commissioned officer like a sergeant, but you're getting the same pay as a regular Army person. You're not a sergeant yet. You just doing sergeant work with less pay, which I would never be a corporal because if I'm going to be doing sergeant work, I'm going to have to get sergeant pay. And
you was actually doing a sergeant.
No, the dude I was doing
was married to a captain.
He was married to a captain.
Oh wow.
And so in that situation, I had to let that go because nothing plays with my money. Like at the end of the day, my money is gonna.
But was he down? He had to be down. He was down.
Of course. He had a white. I looked it up because I'm like, I gotta do my research so I don't have to never come in contact with this woman. Because I'm the type of person. If I know you got a girl and you doing all this creeping stuff, oh no, like, cause especially if y'all got kids, because them kids need their daddy at home at the end of the day.
Most gay people don't give a damn. Fuck what you talking about. They don't.
I do.
They don't care.
I do.
When the fuck you start caring?
One time, Darius.
Eventually.
One time, when I was picking you up from the north side, wasn't you like living with a down low man?
He was a trick, but yeah.
But his woman was there, right?
Yeah.
And she had no clue.
Oh, she didn't know?
Oh, but she didn't know?
She was,
like,
he was living with him?
I would sit or lay on a couch or whatever while they was in the back room fucking. I didn't give a damn when that bitch went to work. Yeah, like, what's happening? You know? But I guess women are so... This is what I say, need to say about black women or whatever. Don't be afraid to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Or get to know your mate. Don't be so quick to say I love you or quick to jump in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Get to know your mate because you can be sleeping with the devil and don't even know it. You know what I'm talking about?
Or you can get to know him and you still really don't know him.
Because
trust me, it's a lot to get to know him.
Did that woman have even a reason to even think that
she was cheating too? Because she was talking to me about her side piece. So, like, it was like some Jerry Springer shit going on. So I really didn't get for that.
So you didn't care about sleeping with him because you knew she was doing her thing.
He wasn't gonna care regardless.
Exactly.
I mean, not really. Like, I really didn't care because, like, to me they had an open relationship. To me, like, bitch, you fucking other niggas and he fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So it was really like a mutual feeling. Like, I wouldn't care.
But a lot of women.
Bitch, I'm not your friend. I'm not your
like
friend.
We talked about that. We talked
That's
about
what we
last
think,
week
too.
about the fact that women will put on blinders when it comes to their kids. Women will put on blinders just to not be alone.
I'm not putting on blinders to that.
Women will
At all.
I'm not putting on
Don't.
blinders for none of that.
But some women is stronger than others too.
I can't say that I agree with that. Because I'm just speaking for me. Like, if I see some signs or whatever, I'm not gonna stay in it just because I don't want to be lonely. I'd rather be lonely than because I can't compete. I can't compete with a man. I don't have a dick, so I can't go randomly. I mean, not saying real, but I can't fuck you. I can't do it. It ain't gonna be the same. So there's no competition.
And I'm not gonna even play with your ass. So I'm not.
I would do that one little.
Which is true.
I just want to roll my hand down and you be like, and I'm like, thank you.
But what if y'all having sex missionary and he decide, or y'all decide to like push him closer to you by grabbing his ass? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It ain't no motherfucking difference.
No, it is a difference.
No, it ain't.
Let me tell you what the difference is. The difference is if I grab your cheeks and if I put my finger in your ass, there's two different things. And while I'm sucking, I will try. I does it to each and every one of them. I do. If I can my finger can go too far back and you don't twitch and move.
You lift them balls up.
Yeah, you don't twitch or move. Then I start questioning some shit. Like, so what is going on? Even if that's a fetish for you, I don't want to ever be involved in trying to have because I'm never going to be able to.
Or if he has his legs up like this.
No, listen.
Right,
Listen to what I'm about to say.
because I'm going to be like.
Most men don't take, they don't take it. They just give it. So they might, when you get close to it anyways, they just want.
That's true.
It is.
I mean,
it is. They just want their little knob slobbed on, or they want to just get.
But then,
manly ass,
I don't know how to function in that space because
a man fucking you in your ass.
Well, I ain't never had.
Most of them not like that, but some are.
So not all are receivers. Some are givers.
Yeah,
and some guys just like getting head from other guys too. I will
feel the hers and stuff. Only thing like
are
they have
you
a
serious?
fetish. Yeah.
Like I've met a lot of down low men that just like getting head from other dudes. Like they don't like to far as like having sex. They're like, nah, hell no, I ain't never doing that. But they'll get some time.
But I don't see why they don't think that would be considered gay either.
Yeah, a lot of.
But in their head, it's like,
Would y'all consider them being gay? Because I would.
I'd say bisexual.
It depends on.
Some of them no. What you mean no?
Tell me why some no.
Some no.
Don't ask him that question, Dante. Come on now. If you let another man, the motherfucker, it ain't no justified.
But that's not. But we're not. But would you say would you be gay if you kissed or did a girl?
Girls is different though.
They ain't different.
No, it ain't no different. Because I feel like to me,
I think it's different too.
Yeah, it is.
I know that's not
a
double standard.
It
but
is.
I do think it's different. And I guess it probably would.
But I feel like it's the same. I think if a man is just like, you can blow me and go on, I just feel like he has bisexual tendencies. I don't think he's gay. I don't think you're full on gay unless you're actually like, to me, being gay means you're in an actual relationship or trying to making arrangements you sleep with on a regular basis.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm not trying to hear all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different.
But I feel like women, because if you letting another woman fill up you, touch you, lick on you, then I feel like you just in the same thing to me.
No, I mean, it's different for women, and it will always be for women. It's different, So the men, we are supposed to be the kings of the world or kings of the earth. They say whatever. So if a man say, "Hey, babe, I need more spice in a relationship or whatever, let's have a threesome," you know what I'm saying? Even though you don't want to do it, just to make your...
I ain't doing it.
If I say... Long story cut short, a woman, either she like it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She might have to do other things to spice up her relationship.
I mean,
I still want to go back to him though. I want to know why you feel like
I feel like some men, they get head from other dudes because simply their woman just suck at giving head. So they like,
they don't get them the right to run to no nigga though.
But it's
because I know Shaniqua around the corner that gives some good top.
Exactly.
Shaniqua, come on now, to give good top. I'm not just a run to Rodney, and he can,
Exactly.
you know.
But I don't know. To me,
So
it's
you
just,
feel like men get better head? I mean, y'all got
to
head.
me,
Tell the
Me,
truth.
my
men
fetish.
get better head.
You think men get better head than women? Shut
Yes.
But that's like, I think that some
I
women
feel
probably
like-
get better head than men.
But I
Pretty
feel like a
much,
woman
pretty
can
much.
be taught.
Because you kind of know
How
what
you know what a
you
woman
know what a
Exactly,
woman wants. Just like a
exactly.
man, if you're a man, you know what a man wants. Like this,
That's
I feel like
probably
a
true,
woman
though.
can probably please a woman probably a lot better in
Than a
some
man.
situations than
Because
a man.
they know how they
because
feel and they know the spots.
Yeah,
and all
the
that.
spots you know where it is.
I know some men know how to get me there. Like,
I'm not saying every woman is better, but I do believe that there are some women out here who probably would turn all three of us out if given
real.
the situation, if given the
For real.
chance. I feel like there is a woman out here that could probably turn all three of us out.
You
if we
can
let
close your eyes and turn off the goddamn lights and just imagine, you know.
her. Like,
Just
but I think
saying,
it's the same
you
thing. I
know.
think some men probably know exactly what to do to get a man out.
because we don't know how that feel down there. We
Right.
just
We
we
don't.
playing with
And
it.
y'all
You
do, I
know,
guess
like,
so.
But it's the
we
same
trying
with
to
us.
figure
We
it
know
out.
what it feel like down there, so you know how
and
to...
we could give, we talk about giving lessons all the time. This is how you do it. So a woman, you ain't gotta tell that. She knows that. Don't lick us like the cat.
Don't.
That's not gonna work.
Hold on, and don't chew on it either. Because I heard somebody talk about
Chewing?
chewing.
Yeah.
A man was down there chewing on the clip. Chewing.
Nah, that ain't gonna
Chewing.
work. That's
Don't
gonna
chew on
stretch
it.
my shit out. Back your ass up.
Right.
You know?
So I guess
So like you said, a woman can be taught just
I
like
feel like a woman can be taught how to give.
just
Good
like a
head.
man.
Just like a man can be
I've
taught.
taught a lot of my friends how to give good head because they're like, I don't know if I'm
you
doing it
you want
right.
to give a lesson real quick? You want to give a lesson real quick?
Look, I didn't come for all of
They ain't
that.
gotta give no lessons. They think they the best at it anyway. Let y'all tell it.
Right.
On the ear.
It's,
Don't act like
Not
you ain't
today.
said you
No,
had
no,
the
say it,
best and the
say it.
best.
well, to
Tell
me,
'em.
like you gotta know. It's some people that you gotta know the kind of dick that they have. Like some men, they just like they tip basically
Play with.
So you gotta focus on the tip. You don't have to worry about the rest of the dick. Just jack that off. You just focus on the tip. But some niggas like your whole
To the nuts and down.
Down your throat.
That's them thugs, ain't it?
Yeah. Bitch, come here. You know.
I'm like,
That's them thugs. Like,
just swimming, but like you, it's basically your throat mostly. Like if you learn how to relax your throat, you.
A beast.
But a
Hold on,
lot of girls.
That might be why
A
I'm
beast.
all right.
That's why you're right.
Might be why I have no complaints.
Because long as
That
you,
may be why I
it's,
don't
it's, that's
I'm choking off the tip. That's me. They like, fuck that. Don't want you to do it. Ain't gonna ask.
Seriously though.
They ain't gonna ask me that. Like, fuck
Am I
that.
wrong,
She
baby?
always choking.
You ain't.
Yeah,
But
so.
yeah, I mean, hey, when he didn't say nothing I didn't already know.
That's true. Sam.
but it's
I mean,
a lot of
we're
girls who
older,
won't do
though.
it. Yeah, like
Yeah, we're older,
like
though.
girls in my like I'm 25, about to be 26. Girls in my generation, they have learned to adapt because
Most girls don't like
they
sucky
eat
dick.
ass. Like some girls eat ass now.
I have had a
Simple
girl.
as that.
Yeah.
They do.
I feel like if I ever
And they do,
get
'cause they
married
talk
to a girl,
about it
because I'm
like-
still attracted to girls in certain ways, but I have cousins, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they have to have standards. They can't be no hoe.
You can't
Make it
be-
hard to get, you know, and please me sexually. Like, if
So do
if
you
they
tell
can-
the girls that you have sex with guys? You do. You do.
Yeah, you know, Mika, I'm a bitch. Either you like me or you
Because
don't move your ass around.
Because I feel like at
I'm
this
not.
point in
Well, see,
America
that one, that's
today,
gonna be a little
it's better to be honest with a female.
Oh, yeah.
Because
then
so
they'll
she can
find
be more
out.
understandable.
'Cause females is crazy. They'll kill
Yeah,
a dude over
they
that
will.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So why hide it? Just, hey, you can accept. I like dudes, but when I'm in a relationship, I focus on just you.
Yeah,
Right.
for real.
But
We can do
Yeah.
certain stuff to, you know what I'm saying, but it's more dangerous, you know, because most niggas is nasty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And the HIV rate, bitch, I'm telling you right now.
I feel you. I will understand
pretty
if you
much.
try to kill me.
Y'all
Pretty
always
much.
use protection, though.
No.
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 Okay, so
Hold on.
But we know our status.
I say,
too.
how do y'all feel about I was gonna say, the recent everything that's come out recently about the HIV status in Oklahoma City.
I know, but us like probably every couple months or whatever, we try to get tested or whatever.
The VA give me every time I go to the doctor. Because I go every 3 months for my seizures and stuff. I always get checked because I'm like, I'd rather to know.
Let me babe, look.
Than not to know.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
We are on recording, okay? If you ever give me HIV or something, baby, I'm going to be on Snap.
That's fine.
Okay?
But I will understand that.
Yeah.
Right.
But why not just use protection?
Okay,
because I mean,
dick too bomb though.
Yeah.
That's period.
And it takes what it feeling really.
It really do.
And he said he was. And now you should have known when he said he had too many skirts that he wasn't good.
But they have all kinds of condoms now, like bearskin. What about like bearskin?
I tried that. Still feels like rubber.
Listen to what I'm saying. You know that the condom is on, but I mean, it's best to have safe sex. But even as heterosexual, you know what I'm saying? Like when we are been fucking around for months, nigga, you mine, I'm yours. Fuck the condom. Just don't nut him if you ain't trying to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That goes with gay, but most nasty ass bitches be creeping outside of the relationship. That's how, or men, herpes, HIV, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and this and that, and it is
scary, actually.
So you really have to get to know your mate and the person that you are with.
Until I got in a relationship with before him, I didn't know a lot of people. I knew that HIV was real, but I didn't know a lot of people got it. And then I was just like, after that, I was like, I'm using condoms a lot of the time.
Okay. When they are heavy set 1 minute and losing a weight the next minute, and then they eyes or whatever, if they are red and watery all the goddamn time. And
do y'all know people with HIV?
I have friends. The one that came over grandma's house or whatever, and you asked him to show you how to dance or whatever. That whole group, yes. You know what I'm saying? And they have a site or whatever called. I'ma let it all out.
It's a site called what?
Jacked or Grindr. You know what I'm saying? Which is a gay app.
Jacked.
Research it. J-A-K capital D.
No, my mama just said.
J-A capital D. You know what I'm saying?
J-A capital D.
Jack or Grindr. G-R-I-N-D. Is it just the R? Just the R?
Yeah.
Just the R on the end. And I feel like gay people run to that app for a quick fix or whatever, but they not knowing it take one motherfucker in that chat to be HIV positive, and y'all on her daily. Correct, but it's like a hookup line. You know, like y'all got catfish. What the fuck is that? Plenty of fish. Plenty of fish. You know, some ratchet ass bitches be on there just to try to get some dick on the first night or whatever. Make sure you use condoms. But back to reality, gay people or whatever, they just want to get their nut. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't have a condom, oh yeah, just hurry up and fuck me or just bend over or whatever. And not knowing that they are HIV positive, they just trying to get a nut. And people who are HIV positive, they feel some will let you know, and some won't because they have
some
like
will let you know.
Yeah, I have had a couple friends that I have talked to or whatever that was positive or whatever, but protection. I'm not gonna judge that. Just you're honest with me or whatever, but at the same time,
what's that?
Sorry, y'all.
Oh my gosh, Nipsey Hussle got killed.
For real? When he was on London?
Yes.
I was getting the whole podcast for this nigga. Like, is he?
No, you know what, Nipsey? I don't care what nobody say. Like that'll almost bring me to tears. Like you have some
Lauren London. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Somebody just sent it to me, and I was typing in the website.
Is that her maid or something? That
Lauren London.
Lauren London is Lil Wayne's baby mama.
Yeah, the one who played on ATL.
But the thing, I was getting ready to Google it. That's crazy you did that because somebody else was like praying for Nipsey Hussle. On Instagram, and I was going to Google that. Like, what happened to Nipsey?
I did see that on Instagram earlier.
Like, what happened to Nipsey? Like,
I just seen him and Lauren London on a little clip yesterday about relationships.
They just took.
They are so cute.
They are one of the cutest couples ever.
What happened to them?
They have been together like 4 or 5 years.
Got shot in L.A.
That is crazy.
He was probably about that life, and then
Well, Nipsey is one of those real niggas. Like he a real down to earth type, and his music is real good. Yeah, TMZ said that's deep.
Oh, that's sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But that shows you how quick. 1 minute you could be taking photos with somebody, the next minute.
That is crazy.
They go. But back to the conversation or whatever. Sorry. These chat lines, not just Jacked or Grindr, like Plenty of Fish or
even
whatever.
Facebook.
Like women that scorn or men that scorn or whatever, and they need that little bit of attention or they need a little bit of fix. Just be careful. So that's all I'm saying.
So I have a question. So the people who have told you they were HIV positive, do you continue to have intercourse with them and protect it?
With a condom, yeah.
Okay.
But you can also take there's a pill.
PrEP.
Yeah, there's a pill that they have been passing out. I know amongst the gay community where if your partner has HIV.
Gay community, it's just period.
But I've never heard of it. Like I've never heard of it before, but I do know that.
What is it called?
They usually give it out. They will give it to you out for free, won't they?
No, you have to have insurance. You know, he have insurance because he's a VA, but
and they'll give it to you for free. Yeah, I was gonna say because that's how I learned about it.
It prevents you from catching it if you come in contact with HIV.
It's not 100%,
of course,
foolproof thing, but it helps. Like if you come in contact with the virus, if you taking PrEP, it help kind of stop and kill it.
That's another reason why I mess with a DL dude that fuck with, a bitch. Because, these homosexuals, they just nasty to me, And
a lot of them, they won't tell you or, they'll tell you, but we can still, if you tell, I respect that you tell me, but you'll also have to respect the fact that we can't do nothing. Because when it comes to sex, I don't.
Yeah.
I'd rather if I could
say.
But even a down low, do you just think he more safe to not have
more than a
you don't know dude. You don't know what other being he didn't been creeping with.
That's true.
No, because this instant, I was one of the first dudes that he ever messed with. You know
think
what I'm
so?
saying?
How do you know that?
Why would you think it would be you that he would pick to be the first one?
Because he would ask me how it feels to lay with a man or how it feels to do this.
So he was curious,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this nigga's full of shit until I actually was there in person. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. It was awkward, but but in due time,
they kind of warmed up.
And then after we had started messing around, he probably ventured out because I trained him to be the person that he was, So he probably ventured out to do what he do, but I don't know. It's just better to be safe than sorry because people who have stuff, they are not
open,
mature enough or comfortable enough to say that I have it.
And most women get it from men who are being experimental with other men, who are sleeping with other men.
Exactly. And to your viewers on podcasts, you would get away with murder. If you ever found out or you ever became positive for killing the motherfucker,
don't have us away. We are not responsible for anybody who decides to kill somebody because that person got HIV or AIDS. We are giving that disclaimer. Now, MochaTea did not tell you do not go killing people and blaming us. We ain't have nothing to do with that.
Hey,
but that is true though.
It is though, because they will put your charge down as manslaughter.
Because especially if you ask the person and they tell you no, and they know they have it, you'll get away with it because it's basically a weapon. They're trying to kill you.
For real.
So it's self-defense at that point.
And when you found out you have it, you wasn't in your right mind.
State of mind.
Trust me, I have done the research that you gotta take heed to.
Not mentally. Not mentally well.
I do my research on everything. I'll make sure different ways I can get away with murder, and I know how to dispose of a body.
Oh Lord, we don't have. Okay, look.
Me and Crazy get along.
But anyways, interesting. Well, I mean, my thing is, I feel like you should always know your status as a woman. I stay baby. If I feel like I feel like something ain't right, I run
Check
sometimes.
out.
Like,
For real.
I feel like you should always know your status, male and female. You should always know your status. Like you should always consistently be checking on you, especially if you're sexually active. You don't know what other people are doing, and even if somebody's doing something and not intentionally giving you a disease, because if they're not taking care of themselves and properly getting the care and they may be carrying something they didn't know they was carrying for a while and pass it along to you. So I just think it's important to always know your status, and I always know and to try to deal with people who always know theirs.
And can I ask something? For women or men that are curious about their sexuality or whatever, you're not wrong for being DL, or you're not wrong for being curious, because most people have children. Most people come from a religion or religious background or whatever, and it's certain ways to move. You know what I'm saying? Just be more open-minded. You know what I'm saying? If a person asks you, you ain't gotta tell them your business, or you ain't gotta hold up a sign and say, "Oh, I'm gay," or whatever.
I think
be
you should
yourself.
be open though. With a woman, like if you're down low, I don't want to sleep with a down low bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna disagree with you on that part. It's okay to if that's what you want to do. If you
but
like
be
me,
open.
that's
Tell
fine.
me the truth that that's what you want to do.
I am saying within yourself.
Yeah,
within yourself.
But let it be my option, because I might not mind. Even though I do, but I might not mind if you sleep with other men. But let that be my option. But just be honest with me.
Because
so
a
I'm
couple
not
of girls
thinking.
I dated was okay. Like
Some are
I would
okay.
tell them, I'm like, I'm bisexual. I like men and women. I've slept with men before, and some be like, well, as long as you don't be trying to be sleeping with men while you sleeping with me, cool. And some be like, nah, and I'm like, I respect that. You know,
exactly.
It's your choice.
It's
whether
dangerous.
Whether to be with me or not.
I think you should let it be my choice. Though.
Yeah, let it be my choice.
And I agree with
It's
them.
dangerous.
I think it should always be my choice.
That should
I
be
believe
that's
that
always my
everything
choice.
should be open, and it should always be my choice, and should always give me the option to be able to say, yes, I want to do this. No, I don't. And I think a lot of times what people do is they want to take away a person's option, a person's choice, a person's ability, and then get mad at that person when we say, I feel like you took that away from me. Like, what if I'm not comfortable with that for whatever reason? I'm not comfortable with it, you know.
Yes.
As a woman who I don't particularly want to sleep with a man who sleeps with men, I just don't believe that I could ever satisfy you, or I couldn't stomach it.
Stomach is just satisfied.
I mean, but I can't satisfy you in the bedroom. Like, I feel like if that's something you crave or something
Yes, you
want,
could.
no.
If you was a bitch that was hostility like my cousins or the women that I was brought up with, and you know you did the shit that I wanted to do, bitch, I wouldn't cheat on you for nothing. If you
Well,
could
that's
make
the
me
thing.
happy.
That's why I said I may not do everything you want me to do.
So you don't think that you would crave men?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
He said he don't think he'll crave men if you doing everything you
I
want
don't
him to
believe
do.
that, though.
Because
If I'm
you was in that relationship and
Yeah.
you like
I was faithful.
You was faithful.
I don't.
With a woman,
With
you
a
want?
woman,
Yeah. He was
with me,
real
when
faithful.
I'm in a relationship, I'm with that person and that person only, male or female.
But then that's I said, but you
I
may
ain't
have
gonna lie,
sexual cravings.
I had thoughts, but I was too focused on her. I wanted
Now
to
I
be
might
with
be
her.
fucking you and thinking about a nigga, but I'm not cheating
And I
on
don't
you.
want that either.
Okay, but still. But still though.
You said, baby, bend over.
Yeah.
No.
Just don't say nothing. Don't say no words, you know. Just.
I mean, and the
you know.
reason I say that is because I have been with a guy before that I questioned. And a lot of times he wanted to do was play with my butt, and I thought that was weird. Like, why?
That is definitely weird.
Like, why is this
Not
always
necessarily, because
Yes, that
all
is.
men that want it and they just freaky, and them is the ones
No,
you want to
because
keep
he didn't
around.
really
Only wanted
want
the butt.
He didn't really want the vagina. He just wanted my butt.
Probably because he couldn't get you pregnant, bitch. That don't mean that he gay.
And that's possible too, maybe.
real,
But
though.
I don't. I mean,
That's
whether
the truth.
whether
Absolute
I mean,
truth.
I didn't
Was
never.
you trying to get pregnant on
no,
purpose?
No.
Oh.
On
So,
purpose.
He said on
listen, no. But what I'm saying is that was just weird to me. So for me, like, if that's the space where I have to be in to be comfortable with you, and you're my man, and you want to, and you mess with men, and that's the like you got to take me out of it, I'm gonna be like, I don't really want to do this.
Yes.
I mean, that's your choice.
Would y'all say y'all in a relationship with a man or whatever, right? And you love this man, but he, like, after 2 or 3 years of dating, he tells you, hey, I do want to let you know something about my past. I'm bisexual or something. Would you still continue the relationship?
No.
No,
That's the
but some
beginning,
women
really, like 3 months.
You should probably tell me, right.
No, he said 2
years.
years.
2 to 3 years.
Oh.
You probably should have told
I would
me
be
that.
devastated.
Because
Yeah,
now I
yeah.
feel like you betrayed me.
Because I feel like
you took
of
that
all
option
the
like she just said.
conversations we had, you probably should have said in some conversation that's what it was, and then we could have went from there. But that's gonna make me question.
We could have went our separate ways from there.
That's what I'm saying. Like we could have figured it out. Like whatever we need to do.
We wouldn't have
but at that
figured
point,
nothing else.
So my question is, what if y'all 3 years in and he tell you I had a bisexual relationship years ago, but everything's been great. You haven't suspected anything. You
Honesty
have
though,
trust.
he was honest. If he kept on keeping that secret,
he wasn't honest. So if I told you I had herpes 3 years later, is that
bitch,
honest?
I'll be in the jail.
Exactly.
You know?
But she told.
I told you.
Same thing.
I never gave it to you. You don't have it. And then I come out and say 3 years later I have herpes. How you gonna feel about that? It's the same thing to me. I feel like there are some things
her choice. Yeah.
you need to tell at the beginning. You don't need to wait no 2 and 3 years to be trying to get somebody to fall in love with you to come out and have it be in love with you.
That's what
so that's why you want me to be.
Is there
So
some
you
type of
afraid?
medicine that can like stop your mate from catching herpes? Because I know it is. Because they got meds that'll stop a person from catching HIV.
No, I don't know. Okay, so I'm not a doctor. I feel like
trust me,
what
I've
happens,
been in the clinic. I've seen the pictures.
No,
on
what
Raw.
I feel like because they have the what is it called?
Or it does an outbreak. That's the
outbreak.
It prevents you from having an outbreak.
But that doesn't stop you from getting
over 99% of it's a
If
lot of the
taking
world
pills,
that got herpes that don't know they got it anyway because everybody with herpes doesn't have an outbreak.
Exactly.
So there are people who are carrying herpes that don't know they have herpes. So let me say this. My thing is, if you go to the clinic 3 years down the road, you find out at some point you did a panel or whatever, and they tell you have herpes. You didn't know. That's
totally
one thing.
Yeah.
But if you knew from day one that you were dating me, that you had herpes, and you didn't tell me till 3 years later, and you come back and tell me some sob story about how you got it from some past relationship or something. The fact is, to me, I feel like you weren't honest enough in the beginning of this relationship for me to continue with you. It's the same with any man. And I'm not going to say that I mean, at this point, who knows? Because I do believe that some people in our generation and how this goes, experiment from here to here. I may not walk away from you. It may be the best relationship I've had. You've never given me any indication.
They was a bisexual
if you said back in my day, when I was 21 years old, a teenager, I slept with a man. I may not ever, you ain't slept with a man since then, or you ain't tried it since then, or you ain't, I'm not going to say that I 100% am going to want to walk away from you.
That was my question.
But
right.
But I'm going to walk away if you wait 3 years and tell me.
But I'm going to contradict your ass right about now. When they in their early 20s, you still going to be with them?
If they are in there,
if they did and they told you and admitted to it,
no, I'm just saying, but if you wait 3 years, I'm not. Because my mind says, why the fuck did you? Because I feel like you was waiting on me to fall in love with you to tell me.
Yeah,
so you thought you could soften the blow.
But that's the thing. If he told you at the beginning, you ain't gonna fall in love with him. You ain't gonna mess with him.
No,
exactly.
But
I really think that there's women.
I
really think that there is women who can. Like, okay, I'm going to use me for instance or whatever. I was touched by a family member, So I feel like that was the cause of me being who I am today. And I feel like there are certain women that can really set a dude straight. You know what I'm saying?
And overlook that whole thing.
Yeah, and set them straight. You know what I'm saying? It may not be you, of course. You know what I'm saying? But in general.
And I'm not saying that I can't. What I'm saying is the chances are really slim. But if you wait 3 years to tell me, they were slim.
Yeah, but how slim is that?
Tell me now. Tell me.
After those 3 years, it ain't no slim.
I mean, you may not have to tell me on the first and second date. You give me 3 months down the road. Maybe you got a story because, again, I do recognize that things happen to men just like they happen to women. Exactly. And maybe there is some part of your past that has brought that up on you and you felt like, well, maybe this is what it is or whatever. You experiment. I mean, the story may be something that I may be like, you're right. I understand. We'll pray about it. We'll go on. We'll keep on pushing and keep moving, it's our thing. Nobody else knows. This isn't something that, you do on a regular basis. It's not something you ever want to do again.
What if he did that with another relationship and it didn't work? What if he did wait 3 months and it didn't work? That person was like, you know what, I can't do this. And so what if he was like, next time, I'm going to wait until,
3 years. Don't wait no 3 years. Okay, so then 3 months, then give it about... Because 6 months to a year this time.
You're not really vested in a
6 months to a year this time, maybe. Don't wait on 3 years, man.
6 months, you
still can kind of walk away. But 3 years, you like, well, damn, everything been good. I trust him. So you might work it out. This is coming from the same person that lives in a home apartment complex.
Shut it down.
I packed up what I could out of that apartment, put it in my car, and drove 8 hours home. Was
that during domestic or just?
No, I just was done.
What'd he do to make you,
It just wasn't working. I wasn't happy no more.
You just woke up and just say, it's just...
It's just today. I can't do this no more.
Okay.
It was the end of my semester at school.
That's how I felt.
I packed up my clothes and what we could take, and I said, this really isn't working. I can't be here like this.
So you talked to him before you left?
Yeah, because he was there, and I gotta go. I packed up all my
I did
stuff.
it differently. Like, when you try to leave somebody or whatever, like they'll try to cry and I need you this and that.
I mean, he did, and he did all of that, and we still put all that shit in the car. I packed up my stuff.
So I mean,
that's what I did. You can do.
I didn't do it that way. I just left. And I had explained it to him when I was leaving. Because, like, every time he'll cry, I'll be like, okay. It's kind of like you kind of feel that little bit of hope there. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You feel like there's that little bit of hope, and you try to grab it and hold on to it, thinking it'll work. So
I didn't grab too much hope already. When I started walking up,
I was gone.
I was done. Like there's
people are stronger than others, though.
No, but the thing is, for me, happiness is a virtue for me. I have to for my mental health, I have to be in a space where I can be happy with you. And I get that there are moments where we're going to be unhappy and things aren't going to work out. But it can't be months worth of unhappy for me. Years worth of unhappy for me.
That's true.
Okay.
I can't do that. So, like, if we get into this space where it's months worth of unhappy and this shit just ain't coming around, we ain't turning no shit around. I done told you. I'm like him. I'm going to tell you, and I'm at this point where now I'm screaming and yelling and hollering and
trying to get it through
your head, and I'm acting crazy because y'all know I can be erratic from time to time. So if we doing all of that,
I gotta go.
It's time for me to go because it's just not. I can't even sleep at night.
There's no point in that.
I ain't sleeping with you at this point. I'm probably gonna be sleeping with somebody else at this point.
I didn't never sleep with nobody else, but I will.
Yes, she was, bitch.
I didn't. I promise you, I talked to other people, but I never slept with nobody else. I would never cheat. My biggest thing, cheating is like,
it's time to go.
Low. I can't deal with that.
That is why I had to go.
You slept with someone else.
I cheated.
You couldn't come
I
to me.
I admire people like you.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, because I don't got time for bull. I don't got.
I mean,
cheating take too much work. You gotta hide it. I'm not good at.
When something
you ain't
don't
gotta hide it.
Yeah.
You just don't be a serial cheater.
Seriously though. Babe, when we haven't had sex in like a month, fuck a month, like 2 weeks.
But that's
not 2 weeks, a week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a problem. There's a problem. Like, damn, am I not doing something, or you getting it from somewhere else?
But that's how you start feeling. So, like, if you constantly, like me, when I'm done with a relationship, I still have sex with you, but trust and believe there's gonna be other people in my head that I done fucked that I'm thinking about.
But if you ever say something when we fucking, I swear I'm gonna knock your ass, move up off of me.
Okay, you were talking about domestic violence, and you talking about knocking somebody out.
But they already talking about killing people. Let's go there.
But still though.
I ain't gonna mention, hold on, Mickey, you gonna be going and wiping up blood. You gonna get some blood to be blood from the front of the door to the back of the door. But anyway, it's been it's been a while. We gotta wrap up. We love. I mean, y'all been entertainment. I can't say so. It's been a good conversation.
Yes.
Y'all got any questions or anything for us? No? Oh, okay. But yeah, no. I think honesty is like the best thing you can give anybody. Be 100% you. And I do believe you should be careful about who you are 100% honest to. And so 3 months may be not be long enough. 6 months may not be long enough. A year should be about the time in which you can start saying what you need to say and things that needs to come out. I don't think you should wait no 3 years, 4 years to come out and tell people some things. I think that's just setting you up for failure and setting up your relationship for failure. But that's me.
It creates
trust
issues.
Drunk. If you ask, I'm gonna tell you. And some stuff I'm gonna just tell you because I'm like, I don't want you to have to worry about this person. I ain't gotta want you to worry about that. I'm gonna let you.
Because what if it comes out from somebody else?
And that's the worst thing. Like, I'd rather you hear it from me than somebody else. Because when you hear it from somebody else, it could be a whole total lie.
Exactly.
A whole different situation.
And then you gotta try to bring it up.
Then I gotta try to
you already got
that
that thought in your head, like, oh, they done this, and then when the person come to explain, you kind of don't want to hear that no more.
Right.
Because you done heard it from somebody else already. So why not just hear it from me?
Be honest.
So, be honest. Be 100% honest. Again, we give a disclaimer. Any talks about killing, murder, death, manslaughter, we do not endorse any of that. We have nothing to do with any of that.
Nothing.
Okay. So, anyway, you guys know you can find us every Sunday on SoundCloud. We are also on YouTube. MochaTea Podcast on both of those outlets. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. On Facebook and Twitter, we are MochaTea Podcast. On Instagram, we are MochaTea_podcast. And we are on Gmail as well, MochaTea 2018. So MochaTea 2018 at gmail.com. Also, we will be on SeattleHipHopRadio.com every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That is 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You have to download the app.
You can download the app, but you can also, like if you're at your desktop, you can also listen to it through the SeattleHipHopRadio.com website. But hey, support us on all of these outlets. We're actually grateful for the outlets. But again, like I said, every Monday and Friday, hey, thank you for the support.
Yes, I want to thank everybody who has stuck by us, who shared our videos and our pictures and our posts. Thank y'all.
We appreciate it. We do. All the love.
And we are out.
Long-winded, running through this life like it was mine. Never settling, but setting every goal high. 1,000 burpees on the path to my own destruction or success. But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say every man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Someone else or yourself? Whatever you do, homie, give your heart to it. And stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong.